that you have taken Russia from your husband.
Let's just end this all. Hello everybody, welcome to today's live stream for the Israel Space Agency. Today we will be launching a whole new satellite into space. The ScanSat Z Prototype 1 system has been flown twice already on 2 different rockets for 2 different companies. This was to test out the main propulsion of the vehicle itself. All seem to work nicely. This is again mainly to test out the propulsion of the vehicle, just to make sure that everything is indeed go for a legitimate flight of the actual ScanSat Z rocket. We do not expect this flight to be a perfect major success, so please do stand by for the next major updates as we do go on with the vehicle. We are currently in a hold. This is to be expected right now, as the teams are currently looking at data from the ScanSat Z on top of a whole new upper stage system. Alright, the teams have all reported that the vehicle is go for launch, and we have now released the hold. The vehicle's planned launch attempt is going to be at 23:40 Central Standard Time, and yeah, the vehicle that you see right here is a IA-0 reusable rocket concept vehicle, or IRRC. We are currently getting ready for a test of the main fuel, or of the sound suppression system, and there you can see that test has indeed begun and ended. Everything is ready to go for launch today. As you can see here, it is pretty nice over at the launch site. Nothing too bad, nothing too chaotic yet. We are currently T-minus 2 minutes away from our targeted T0, and we will begin to switch it over to mission control audio for the rest of the launch. beginning the T-minus 1 minute and counting. At this point in the countdown, if anything happens and we have to scrub a 3 hold, will be called out, and we will scrub it until the next backup opportunity. The vehicle is now in startup, and the conscious desuppression system followed by the vehicle's launch is about to begin. We have confirmation right there, visual confirmation that the tower has retracted. Everything looking good for the targeted T0. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition and liftoff. Liftoff on time. We have successfully taken flight, and everything is looking good so far. The first stage here is going to hopefully land and be reused for another flight later on. The second stage is also hopefully going to be able to be reused after this flight. However, the second stage has had its moments of trying to be able to be recovered. Most of the time, the landing program seems to fail sometimes during the landing attempt, so yeah, we'll just have to see how this one goes today. Here we go, getting ready to pass through, and getting ready for MECO stage separation. And the second stage ignition 1. MECO. Stage 1 separation confirmed. Stage 2 has successfully been ignited. This is a major milestone in preparation for the very next moment in the flight which will be the disconnection system of the bearings, and yeah. Once all of this is confirmed, the vehicle will then begin to conduct its next major event. Speaking of next major event, coming up next in the flight profile is the re-entry burn on the first stage. Hello, welcome to the live stream. I'm very glad that you are here. We are getting ready for the re-entry burn. And there we have re-entry burn start. This is a very important moment in the flight. And entry burn shutdown confirmed. Gonna go ahead and turn off unbreakable parts here. Alright, landing burn has started. Getting ready for the landing legs deployment, followed immediately by the beautiful, beautiful touchdown of the booster. If all goes according to plan. The legs have now just been deployed. It's been a very long time since we've attempted to propulsively land a booster like this, so let's hope for the best. And we have confirmation of touchdown on the first stage. What a beautiful, beautiful flight we had there. Up next will be the ignition of stage 2 in order to allow us to reach orbit. This will be immediately followed by a couple of commands. Each command is extremely important. And all commands have been sent. And the ScanSat has been deployed and is now testing out its main systems. We will be back eventually to announce the test complete status. You can see the ScanSat right there, just ever so quickly departing after a successful deployment from the second stage. Up next is the re-entry burn again for the second stage here, and yeah, well, for the first time of this particular second stage, I guess, really. The vehicle is equipped with several different areas that we do indeed have here that allow us to conduct different burns at different times, allowing for us to do different events. And the flight, in this case here, we have a burn allowing us to slow ourselves down in the while we are out of the Earth's atmosphere. But here soon, at around 31 kilometers in altitude, we will have to ignite the other engine here, and that right there will slow us down even more. You might also start to see some puffs coming out of the rocket. These little white puffs that you will kind of begin to see every now and then, those are necessary puffs, as those allow us to control the vehicle. And there we have that other burn there starting. This will allow us to control the booster a lot more. And here it is now in the atmosphere of the Earth, getting ready for second condension cutoff 3. And there we have confirmation. And relight once again. This vehicle here will have several more burns than the first stage did in order to allow us to keep it steady. And there we have those landing legs deployed as we approach the ground here. Coming in really nice for landing, I think it looks like. Oh no. No. Nope. I'm not doing this. And there you have it. Alright, up next is going to be a few burns on the ScanSat. These burns should circularize its orbit. If all is successful, that is. At this point in the flight profile, the second stage detanking process has been complete. rocket is now fully detanked. Targeting a 65 orbit at most, unless required to have a more higher orbit. We'll see, depending on how crazy bad this orbit becomes here. If anything, the lowest we can have it is a 64-kilometer orbit. Highest we will allow is a 60-kilometer or a 64-kilometer orbit. So it cannot exceed 65 kilometers. If it does, yeah, no. The mission is considered a automatic fail. It also cannot be below a 64. If it's below 64, the mission is also considered a failure. We will provide orbital changes if we do need to, though. Alright, that's our perfect orbit. With that, we conclude today's mission as a complete and major success. I thought I could get that other leg. Oh well.